You ready to start fighting for real?
Okay, well, we got our Firekeeper soul. I could warp all the way back to Firelink Shrine and go ahead and fortify my Estus Flastopus 4, but I think we'll be alright. I think we can manage to fight Seath the Scaleless without it. He's more of a threat of cursing you than anything, and I have the Curse Bite ring, so I'm just going to use that. The crystal caves we're about to come up on can be terrifying, especially on your first playthrough, because you have to run across invisible walkways above a death pit. If you know where they are, you can just kind of run through it, but I still fall off of it all the fucking time because I'm uncoordinated. So we'll see. Let's see if I can do it in one shot. There's also a blue Titanite slab in there that I find very annoying to try to get to. But luckily, I don't have to worry about that. I could upgrade my sword to magic, but it probably wouldn't benefit me very much because that adds intelligence scaling to it. And my character ain't that smart. She ain't a smart lady, but goddamn does she have a hardy body. See, example, invisible platform. If you don't have prism shards to drop, oh hey, there are moonlight butterflies in here too. They can drop blue titanite slabs as well. If you don't have prism stones to throw on the ground, you have to look at these little snowflakes or crystal flakes, I guess, as they fall, and wait to see where they hit. Luckily, all of these that you have to run across are basically straight lines, so if you don't go to get any of the extra items, you don't have to worry that much about them. This guy knocks me off quite a few times, because even if you block him, you're just on this narrow-ass platform, and you can just slide off of it. Alright, if you walk over to this corner right here and drop down, you can run around here, and there are several crystal slugs, which makes sense, since you're in a crystal cave. If they disappear like that, you can quit your game and reload it, and they will have respawned, and you can just murder them and get your Titanite. Okay. So, it should be another... sometimes players leave handy messages. Oh, there's a golem. We just need to run straight across again. As long as we don't deviate from this straight path, we should get across very easily. So, alright. Seath the Scaleless is on the other side of this room. Unfortunately, there's the most deadly thing in all of Dark Souls, and that thing is clams! Actually, they're not really that deadly. They're kind of annoying. These are bad clams. Don't let anyone tell you that clams ain't bad, son, because these clams are. We'll put our Curse Bite ring on. As you can see, our curse resistance bar is fucking huge now that we're wearing that. Unfortunately, it puts a big thing on it. So I'm just going to wait for that to go down. Also, I have 12 humanity. That helps. The more humanity you have, the higher your curse resist. What is my curse resist with this shit? 492. Damn. And their sadness bin. Well, I'm kind of a ways away from killing those horrible mutated monsters, but whatever. We've gained another viewer. Hi, additional viewer. I assume you'll be leaving soon. Most people randomly click on my stream and realize that it's just someone playing Dark Souls and leave. They kind of wander off. But maybe you'll get a few moments of enjoyment. I'm about to run past all these clams and possibly get murdered by Seath the Scaleless. Seath the Scaleless also the possessor of the most pain-in-the-ass item to obtain in this whole game. If you can cut his tail off, you can get the Moonlight Greatsword, which is cool and fun to use. But cutting his tail off is just such a pain in the ass. I've only done it a few times. Ideally, you would want to kill all these clams first because they can follow you into the boss fight. But if we just avoid them, Seath's AoE attacks will hit them and kill them. So we'll just have to count on that. Oh hey, it's Hellcast. How you doing, Hellcast? Let's you can cheer me on while I fight Seath Scaleless. This is Seath's Crystal of Immortality. Until it's broken, he can't die. Luckily, either we can break it or we can stand here and have him break it himself, and it'll allow us to do some more damage to him because he gets stunned for a second. Let's put some gold pine resin on our sword. Can we do bonus damage to him? Because I'm pretty sure he's weak to lightning. Okay, his crystal is now broke. Unfortunately, those clams I was talking about earlier have followed us in here and sport fucked me in the corner. So that was a really, really pitiful display on my part. You caught my stream. Do you usually miss them? This stream, oh, wow, it jumped up to 8 viewers all of a sudden. Hey, everybody. I just got, I actually didn't get killed by Seath. I got, sport fucked by clam monsters, which is a fucking shame, but whatever. Can't win them all. The only thing I'm really sad about was I wasted a, gold, pine resin right before I got killed. Luckily, once you go back to fight Seath, you, there's a fog gate to his room, so the clams can't follow you in there. It's only that first time that you go down there that the clams can run into the boss room. So we shouldn't have to worry about clamtricide or whatever. We won't get cut down by a swath of clammy destruction. Those clams used to be the exclusive place to farm Twinkling Titanite before you could buy it. God, I hardly remember the unpatched version of this game. It was a fucking no man's land. There were bugs. Not only were there bugs, there were like glitches you could exploit and get infinite levels and carry all your items over. So it was fun. I actually really liked the bottomless box glitch because it made it where you could just make fun character types without having to worry about farming up a bunch of shit every single time. But they removed it. I guess it was annoying because people would make level 1 characters and then have all this fucking maxed out gear. And so they would invade and be like, oh, I'm so good at the game because all of my gear. But, you know. Can't win them all. Let's get back to Seath. This time we won't fuck around. I'm done playing with you, Seath. You scaleless motherfucker. Seath. But if you watch the opening cutscene, he betrayed the other dragons because he was born without scales of immortality, and I guess it made him butthurt. So he's researching scales and immortality and crystals and shit. And he's fucking crazy, and apparently blind. Alright, we're going to run across the chasm of hope, or whatever we want to call this shit. Still got my curse bite ring on, right? Yep. Okay. Run around the clams again. God, I can't believe this. Well, once again, Seath didn't kill me. I just got fucking obliterated by a monster clam. If you look inside of them, they're full of human skulls. It's a little creepy. Okay, we're back to Seath. We need to get our bloodstain back so we can have all of our humanity. It's on the other side of him, but luckily he's very easy to run around. His tail is very big and drags behind him, but unfortunately it's just hard to get to because as you run around him, he just spins in a circle. So it's a fucking ordeal to cut that tail off and get that Moonlight Greatsword. But what are you gonna do? We'll use up another of our golden pine resin. Ah, viewer left. Nobody wants to watch a boring fucking Seath fight. Once he goes to spew his fucking cursed crystal breath, we'll throw some pine resin on our sword. Seath, I'm right here. I know you're blind, sweetheart, but you can hear me, right? Alright, gold pine resin. He's going to be stunned when he hits his own crystal. Did you hit his crystal? He did. Okay, good. Now we can start wailing on him. No, don't rest. I want to sippy sippy. There we go. As you can see, we're doing fucking deeps to him. We're probably about to get hit, though. I'm getting a little greedy. Yeah. Those crystals constantly curse you, but with the curse bite ring, you've got curse resistance for days. They also drain your HP, so if my character would stand up, I'd start drinking from my Estus Flask. There we go. Goddamn Seath, calm the fuck down, man. You lose your shit entirely too much. I can't run around him. His tail is in the wall. Or one of his tails. He's got like 8 fucking tails. If you get too close to his tail and start hacking on it to get that sword, he does this pain in the ass move where he slams it all over the place and fucks your world up. So, as you see, if you're trying to cut his tail off and he turns like that, it's fucking infuriating. Now, let's just kill him. And ask him what it is. Yo, Seath, it be what it is. Seath, don't think it be like it is, but it do. Okay. Well, we got his fucking soul. Oh. Oh god, now we have to go to Lost Izalith. Flame, that'll be useful when we get down there. But for right now, we'll just go wolf. Actually, we want that because we're going to be running through Blighttown. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm getting so much more accomplished in this stream than I did the last one because I'm not doing any PvP or anything. I'm just running through the rest of the game. Figured I'd finish this run, that way I can start my next Dark Souls run. What do you guys want to see in my next run? There's a couple of other classes I'd like to do a standard issue playthrough of. Probably not Deprived. I'm sure that would be the first thing anyone would say. I want to save that for later. That'll be my last specialty run, maybe. There's a couple of different types of run I want to try. I need to set up like a poll, maybe on the Tenfey Facebook group or my Tumblr. Tenfey.tumblr.com. But if you... I might try to set up like a poll and people can vote on what kind of streams they'd like to see. Because I like playing Dark Souls. It's fun. For me. Oh yeah, I got a Firekeeper soul, didn't I? There should be... Let's see, should there be one more? I can get one for killing the chicken in Orlando. I can get one for killing the spider lady, which I'm going to do, spoilers. I guess that's it for now. I can't remember if there's another one laying around somewhere. I don't think there's one in Lost Izalith. Oh, we're also coming up on the make or break moment of having to kill Night Solaire. So, it's very sad. He hasn't featured very prominently in this run, but he did help me kill Ornstein and Smo without me having to exert effort. So, you know, I'll always be thankful for that. I'll always remember him. Oh, that item you see way over here, after you beat the Moonlight Butterfly and the Four Kings, and I know I summoned Beatrice for the Butterfly, but not the Kings. Anyway, you can find her set right there. I really like the coat part of it on female characters. I think it looks cool. And it features fingerless gloves, which are the edgiest of all gloves. Okay, we're headed to Blighttown. We could encounter Siegfried the Onion Bro down here and finish his quest line, but I didn't bother. You can get a cool ring from him that raises like all your elemental resistances, and you can also get a Titanite slab, but I don't need either of those things, so I'm not going to bother with it. You can also get a shield that lets you stab people because it has a spike on it, and you can get a miracle from him that lets you shoot a big ball of fucking energy. So there's a lot you can do with him, but hey, look, one of the barbarians fell down there and actually survived. I'm not used to seeing that. There's a much faster way to get down here that you'll... Wow, you have some fucking poise, bro. I did a plunging attack on his ass and he just fucking took it. There's a really fast way to get down here that involves running off a certain spot and you land perfectly on a plank, but I find it very horrifying. I feel like it's been a while since we've been in Blighttown. Remember my antics in Blighttown? Oh, that takes me back. I think the YouTube channel was caught up to this point because I uploaded the first 4 episodes of this today. I figure instead of delaying them like I normally do, I try to do a video a day. I was like, fuck it. I've already done the stream. I might as well start throwing this shit on YouTube for more people to enjoy. Now that I'm wearing the rusted iron ring that you get when you go back to the Undead Asylum, I can run through muck like this. Normally you would have to trudge through it very slowly. So, it's very useful. Get rid of the poison. Okay. Whoop. We're gonna run through Quaelag's domain. Normally this would be when you would kill the ceaseless discharge, but since he's so easy to cheese, I almost always kill him right after I kill Quaelag, just to get his souls. Go for whatever, man. I don't even remember what I asked. Oh, you mean the run I'm going to do next? Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I got some ideas. If only I had gotten on the Dark Souls bandwagon back when it was hip and popular, I might have actually gotten some people on my YouTube channel instead of wallowing in mediocrity like I do now. Take a shortcut right here. Whoop. Let's go talk to the spider lady. She is through this wall. Whoop. Zippy zippy. Let's murder this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot about the little fucking annoying maggot things. He can teach you pyromancies and shit, and if you want to join the Chaos 7 Covenant, you don't want to kill him, but I don't care about any of that. That wall over there is where you'll find Knight Kirk's armor if you fight him in all possible places where you can fight him. Did they ever add easy mode for this game, or was that the next one? No. I think people misinterpreted a quote that was translated poorly from Japanese from the developer about Dark Souls 2. Like, it's not going to have an easy mode. I think he just wanted to make it more accessible in that shit isn't as cryptic. Because in this game, if you don't read the wiki, you don't really get all the information you need while playing the game. Although I attest Dark Souls has an easy mode, it just depends on the items you use and the way you level your character. You can make the game pretty fucking easy. This is the sister of Quelaag, the spider bitch we fought earlier. She has this really tragic story. And you can join a covenant where you give her humanity, and it's the only... You joining her covenant and doing a bunch of shit is the only way to save Knight Solaire, and you can learn some high-level pyromancies and shit. But because I don't care about any of that, I'm going to kill her and get her Firekeeper soul. Also, you can only talk to her if you have an old witch ring, which is one of the starting gifts, or you can trade a certain item for it. I don't remember. The bonfire is now extinguished. That's the main drawback to killing her, is I can't rest at that bonfire anymore, but I don't plan on being down here that much. Looks like Ingrid wants to come with me. I think that's his name. I don't know. His name is Stupid Dumb Fuck. Stupid Doug Fuck Jones. Alright. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Okay, now that we're in Lost Izalith, we can use... Let's switch to the Wolf Ring until we get to the Centipede Demon. Do I want to rest here? Yeah, I mean, I did kill What's-Her-Face. I might as well rest here. Okay. I don't really need to because there's another bonfire coming up and I shouldn't die before I get to it. I'm not quite that bad at the game. From up here, you might notice in the distance there are, let's count them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I can see from here. Taurus demons, which is one of the first bosses you fight at the beginning of the game. There are 7 of that boss standing over there. They are guarding the Chaos Ember, which you need to upgrade weapons into the Chaos Tree, which is like a powerful fire enchant that gets more powerful the more humanity you have. So we don't have to fuck with them. Also, it is really hard to get without a ring that lets you walk through lava, which unfortunately we don't have yet. If you don't kill the Ceaseless Discharge, this whole area is basically full of lava. I have seen videos of people getting through here with enough vitality by like rolling to little islands in the lava and healing themselves, but it is not recommended. Oh yeah, there are also Capra demons down here as regular enemies. But without their tiny little room and their fucking dogs to fucking stun you, they ain't shit. Like, once again, the Capra demon himself is really not that big a threat. It's just the fact that during his boss fight, they put you in a tiny little room with 2 annoying fucking dogs, and that's what makes him so difficult. That was till we're warning us of Knight Kirk. As we run around this path, Knight Kirk is going to invade us again. He's the spiky guy that invaded us in the sewers. And once again, he ain't nothing to fucking worry about. You can see there are 5 more Capra demons standing over there, but we can actually just ignore them. I want to go ahead and kill Kirk. As you kill Kirk, he'll randomly drop his barbed sword and shield. And then once you've killed him in all 3 places, you can get his armor. I don't care about his drops, so I'm going to kick him off a fucking cliff. Alright. There's a bonfire right there. You can actually roll from up here, and if you have enough HP, you won't take lethal damage. And I'm pretty sure I do, so whoop. That fucking thing comes out of the wall. They are very annoying to fight in melee because they spew this secretion that eats equipment, which I just fucking tanked like an idiot, but luckily I can repair my equipment at bonfires because I bought the repair box. So we're going to rest here. This way we don't have to fight any of those capper demons because they're just annoying. Yeah, my armor and shit took more durability damage than it has the whole fucking game just from getting hit by his fucking centipede jizz. Fucking centipede shooting a fucking centipede jizz at me. You know, I've never named a character Hunk Delacroix in this game. I'm really fucking disappointed in myself. Some of these statues come alive and breathe fire at you. They're very easy to avoid and kill. There's another Taurus demon down there. We can fight him or ignore him. We can run past him. It's up to us. Another variant of the Asylum demon from the beginning of the game is on the other side of that fog wall. It's the Firesage demon. He's just another annoying version of the Asylum demon. That's another example of how you can tell they ran out of time and money in the later half of this game, is that 3 of the bosses of this game are just recycled copies of each other. So, alright, he's going to run over here like an idiot, like a jackass. He's probably going to leap at me and miss. Then I'm going to run out here and fucking murder him. It's a good plan. I love it when a good plan comes together. Goodbye, Taurus Demon. I'll remember you in my dreams. There's another one over there. There's actually 2. Oh, he dropped his Demon's Great Axe. Good for him. Over there is the large fire ember that you need if you want to fully upgrade a weapon in the fire tree. And since I don't want to do that, I'm not going to. Centipede Demon's going to bust out of the ground right there. Hey, how you doing? There's another Capper Demon over to the right, guarding a soul, but I don't care about it, so I'm going to ignore him. If you join the Covenant of the Spider Woman that I murdered a few minutes ago, and put 30 humanity into it, you could run down there, and there's a shortcut that lets you skip these next 2 bosses. And now I want to switch my ring to fire resistance. There you are. Because this motherfucker does fire. He's annoying just like the Stray Demon that I fought to get my Titanite slab, because he has this weird fucking range attack when he swings his axe that I don't really know like the proper radius of. So as you can see, I have a really hard time blocking and avoiding it because I honestly just don't know where it fucking hits. Okay, now we can start hitting him. Or try to. This boss is annoying if you're playing pure Pyromancer because he's very resistant to fire. And if you're playing pure Pyromancer, you don't have a whole lot of other options. Luckily, he's just doing his fucking ass slam attack, which for some reason hit me right then when it shouldn't have. So thanks, Kojima. I noticed somebody's been updating the wiki, which fucking delights me. And they made a page for that. See, I'm getting hit with this shit, and I don't understand why. I was behind him, but it just fucking does such a big AoE. They did a page for Shigeru Miyamoto, which I found funny. But I saw a page was created for Hideo Kojima, but it hasn't had anything posted in it. Maybe it's just Kojima. That's the way he is. You can't even post anything about him. I really want to hit him, but when he ass slams, you have to be away from him for a couple of seconds, or else you get hit with a fucking aftershock. Yeah, not a hard boss, just kind of annoying. I'm going to get hit with his AoE. Yep, there it goes. Another annoying thing about this fight is you're in this room, and as you can see, the camera is constantly fucking up my ass. And there are these annoying trees everywhere that make it hard to roll and dodge. So it's just, I just think it's a poorly designed boss. It's not hard, they just put a bunch of tedious shit in it. Oh, but speaking of bosses that are poorly designed and tedious shit, you wait till we get to the Bed of Chaos, or as I like to call it, the Run Ender. Because there is Nothing has made me stop playing Dark Souls more than the fucking Bed of Chaos. It's just so unbelievably shitty. I'm really having a hard time describing it. You'll see it. You'll see it. And without a bow to help me cheese it, it's going to be even more annoying than normal. Okay. The Wolf Ring might have actually helped more during that Firesage demon fight because you notice I got knocked around a lot. With the Wolf Ring's bonus poise, I might have been able to take more hits. But I would have taken more damage from the fire attacks, so... If I didn't have the Ring of Favor and Protection on, I could have actually done both. But I can never remove it, because it'll break. You can't equip 2 of the same ring in this game, which is sad, because I've gotten 2 Rings of Favor and Protection before via New Game Plus. And if you could put 2 of those fucking things on, my god, it'd be ridiculous. This activates a shortcut that takes us back up to where the spider lady that I murdered was. And so that means whenever you want to get back down there, you don't have to run through all that shit I've just done. So, there we go. Hunk versus Dark Souls, what happens? It'd be pretty intense. You know, Hunk's run through, the Fourth Survivor minigame in Resident Evil 2 is kind of like the Dark Souls of Resident Evil 2. Oh, he drops the Demon Catalyst. It's a terrible catalyst. I don't know why anyone would ever use it. But yeah, because you start as... In Hunk's game, you have limited healing and limited ammo, and there's a shitload of tough enemies. And you have to get good. You have to know enemy placement and the patterns. So, I'm officially decreeing it a precursor. Solaire's summon sign should be down here. Speaking of him earlier. I'm just going to keep kindling. Because we're getting to the point where I want to have a lot of Estus flasks. We're back down to 5 viewers. It really is hard for me to hold people's attention. Okay, put some points in dexterity. Alright, we are about to fight the Centipede demon. He's very annoying. At least he's not as lazily designed. The most annoying thing about him is the room you fight him in is full of lava. And until you get the orange char ring, that shit will kill you quick if you get knocked into it. We could summon Solaire for this fight, but he's actually not very useful in this fight. And when you have a summoned phantom like Solaire with you, the bosses have more HP. And so it would just make the fight take longer to bring Solaire. We'll switch over to my Wolf Ring. Alright. So the Centipede Demon, there's a spot where it's easier to fight him, and it's over here. Unfortunately, I have to run through lava, and as you can see, 1 second of being in lava drains the shit out of your HP. The funny thing is, if you run and jump over it, you still take damage like you were standing in it. So I almost died just getting over to this spot. The Centipede Demon's tail, if you cut it off, it becomes its own little monster, and when you kill it, you get the orange char ring, which, when worn, makes you take significantly less lava damage. But, you know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut that off of him or not. We're just going to have to try to fight him. He's a creepy motherfucker. I'm not sure why that hit me. I rolled, but I guess I didn't roll good enough. He also has a grab attack that I'm expecting to get hit with because I've been hit with every fucking grab attack in the game in this playthrough. He likes to get all up in your shit. Okay, I've cut his tail off and it's become this monster. So let's kill it and get our orange char ring. And, there we go. Let's put that on. I'm going to get hit while I'm... Oh, wow, I didn't get hit while I was doing it. That's amazing. Now, if he knocks us into the lava or if we die and have to restart the fight, at least we can run through the lava very easily. Okay, he did his shitty tantrum stomp. As I like to call it. Okay, roll, roll. The main difficulty of this fight is that he's all up in your shit, and it's just hard to figure out what's going on. But when you're very over level, 72 is probably a pretty fucking high level for this area. Makes it, you know, significantly easier.